This trip, we are headed to a campsite called Freezy 68 for an overnight camping trip. The campsite is along Jalan Gombak in Selangor, very close to the Pahang border. To get to this campsite, you can use the Batu Caves Way or take the Kara Highway and turn off to Jalan Gombak just before Genting Sempah.
Looks like there was a little landslide here recently. And here's another landslide spot.
We decided to use the Batu Caves route because it was more scenic. Looks like it is also a hazard potential.
Other than the scenery, there is also less traffic on this road. Being a Saturday, most highways will be facing heavy traffic.
At the turn-off to the campsite, you will see a car park and then a building at its side. This is the Lord Shivan Meditation Sanctuary. Could be an event happening here today as there are many cars parked here. Continue on this track and you will come to a bridge.
Just past the bridge is the Freezy 68 campsite.
There are many campers setting up their tents, and it looks like almost all the good spots along the river have been taken up. But we are not interested in this area. We prefer a campground that is more private. This campsite appears to be quite new, and there are lots of areas along the river that has not yet been cleared for camping. The campsite owner has suggested that we head uphill. The trail is wet and slippery, so normal cars cannot reach the top. Should be nice and quiet, just the way we like it.
The vehicle ahead of us is having problems. His tires are not getting enough traction to climb the steep slope.
Even after a number of tries, the driver could not get his vehicle to the top.
We decided that Ken would go up first and then winch from the top. Just before he reached the level ground, however, there was a muddy patch with a thick, slippery tree root across the path that was a problem. After a few attempts, he overcame the obstacle.
The driver of the Fortuner had no off-road driving experience, so Albert offered to drive it to the top. Once we got the vehicle to the top, it was a simple matter to winch it over the obstacle.
After this, Alicia had no problems getting the Land Cruiser all the way to the campground. We found a spot with an easy access to the river and set up camp. We had an encounter with 2 leeches, but other than that, it was a great campsite. And although it did not have toilet facilities like the campsite at the bottom, we were okay with that. Let's take a look at the area.
The river is clean but a bit shallow. The good thing is that it is on a lower level than the campground and flows downwards in a steep descent, so we have no fears about flash floods due to the rains. The place is very cool and windy, and there is a breeze most of the time. Due to the trees and position of the campsite, there is a sort of wind tunnel that forces the wind along the river and through our camp. There are a few fruiting durian trees on the land, so we have to make sure we are not in danger of having durians drop on our heads.
The river runs along the side of our campground and down to the campsite below. Other than the part we showed, there is no other easy access to it.
We sleep on sleeping platforms that we built at the back of our vehicles, so we have lots of space below the fly sheets for our cooking, dining and hangout area.
However, if your vehicle is a daily runner, you may not want to do any modifications to the interior. In this case, a nightstand would be great.
A pop-up toilet tent is a nice alternative when you do not have access to the actual facilities.
Time to wash up before dinner and have a nice cool dip in the river. There is a deeper section of the river just at the cascades that's big enough for the 6 of us.
It's time to get back to camp and get dinner going.
Oh, you want to look at that, better adjust.
It's going to rain.
Careful,
Yeah.
careful.
Oh, okay.
Looks like it's going to rain. Time to adjust the fly sheets to ensure they stay in place and don't collect water. Nothing an extension pole or two won't fix.
Yeah.
Just look at the breeze blowing through the trees and tops. Really keeps the place cool. So far, we did not even have to use any fans.
Press the top. There's a button on top.
Bubble already? Yeah, got bubble.
Tonight's dinner is bak kut teh, a Chinese herbal soup, usually boiled with a variety of pork parts, served with rice and a vegetable. Our dinner chef Jenny has prepared pork belly, intestine and stomach, as well as pork balls.
The rice is almost done, so dinner is on in a short while.
Then do the campfire. Off all the light,
Do you check the camera? It doesn't have the round. Oh, careful the ball. Wow, you ain't got the best time.
Rice. Got rice? Rice put on the cover lah. They put on there. Put on the cover. The rice put on the cover there.
Turn the other way.
Yeah, put the other way. Then put the cover.
Okay.
Okay, let's go.
Dinner is served.
Nobody wants garlic, right? You want some garlic?
Hmm?
You want some garlic?
No, not like this.
Phải rồi đó, rồi như làm vậy. Đâu à? This one is white rice, where go up already. You all is put the rice, put the soup, everything.
Len, louder.
And after dinner, it's time to unwind and have some fun.
You're on video now.
For supper, we had dim sum, compliments of Elaine and Ken.
It's drizzling and the weather has gotten colder. The fire pit makes a great campfire to provide some heat.
This is one piece of equipment that goes with us on every trip. Our Wampa power station has replaced our seal lead acid batteries we used to carry on our trips. Why do we love it so much? Well, it's light, small, and can fit in almost anywhere. I have it next to me when I sleep, so it can power our fans and provide light when needed. It has loads of power that's more than enough to power our lights, fans, charge our cameras, phones, and other batteries even for 3 days and nights. Breakfast time, and it's our turn to cook. This morning we are having barbecue sausages, bacon ham, baked beans, and croissants.
Our chef of the day.
It's time to head for home. This place is nice, but we heard that the owner was planning to build a nice road to this spot. Once that happens, this place will be crowded and lose its appeal.
What are their charges? Well, we paid 65 ringgit per vehicle, even without any facilities. But for the privacy and nice river, it is probably okay. For that price, we could also get a permit and camp in one of the jungles, where there will probably be no one else around. Will we come back? Depends on the owner keeping the trail as it is. If it becomes too crowded, then probably not. This place is a nice getaway that's not too far from KL. If you have a 4-wheel drive, you can get to the most secluded spot at the top. It's shaded, cool, and has a nice breeze blowing through the campsite the whole day. The river is also great for a relaxing dip. Thanks for watching. Till our next video.